Hey, 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 this is Therese Kelly, and this is another episode of Transform with Therese. Today, I'm so excited I get to work with Natalie. Natalie is in, tell us where you're
Brisbane,
from.
Australia. Brisbane,
Australia.
Australia. Yeah.
That means it's tomorrow. Where she's, it's tomorrow. So I'm recording this Monday. She's already in Tuesday. Was it a good day?
Yeah.
The magic of the time zone. So in these episodes of Transform with Therese, what I've been doing that I've had so much fun with is that I bring these crazy, amazing, courageous women in that are, or I could do men too, but anyway, so far the ones have been women, and they come with a concern. They come with something they would desire, but they're blocked in. They haven't been able to flip the switch. They haven't been able to get what they want. And in comes Mama T with all her tools and my stuff, right? And so God bless Natalie. Today we're gonna be talking about not a business thing. We're talking about health and weight, right? And this is a loaded one because a lot of women, it's difficult to be the ideal weight. This is very, very, very loaded. So the reason I do these, and I have to tell you, those who watch this, thank you so much for reaching out to me, because I've had so many people, it's been so cool, basically come and say, when you did that clearing on that woman who had the stuff with her family, I realized that I had the same thing. So I'm betting some of you today that maybe have not been able to lose the weight that you want, maybe haven't had the health that you desire, you are going to get a clearing and or some support because Natalie stepped up and she's willing to do the work. Is that good? Okay, Natalie, I'm so happy to have you here. You just are gorgeous. You're just glowing today. So props for you for coming. This is scary stuff, and here we go. So I always like to start with the desire. Okay, so tell me what you would like. So tell me your desired state, or the outcome you want to achieve. Tell me what that is.
I would like to be finally free, Therese, of like most of my adult life I've struggled with my weight. It's gone up and down and up and down, and I'd really like to just break free of that and it not ever be back in my mind again. Like I just want to be a healthy weight, be able to maintain that weight and get on with my own life, really.
Perfect. Okay. I love that you didn't go, and I want to be a size 0. You have an understanding for your body what that would be. Okay. Now, so here's what I do, right? Y'all know I use my pendulum. This is the starting point. I'm super intuitive and I get guided by the pendulum. And this pendulum is, because what I'm doing right now is, even though Natalie's in Australia tomorrow, I can tap into her energy. So when I ask a question, it doesn't come from like, what do I think about that? It's like, I get access to literally her unconscious, like she's telling me, if you will, via the pendulum, what the truth is. Okay. And so I'm just going to start where I start, and then I'll just start showing you. I'm going to talk you through, guys, because I like to, like, truthfully, I could clear Natalie in 5 minutes. Boom. But it wouldn't be that much fun. It might be great for Natalie, but I'm a kind of a natural teacher and I want to help as many people as I can. So I want y'all to watch how I do this because there's lessons here. There's some really juicy nuggets. And thank y'all for watching. I'm really happy to have you here. Feel free to ask questions. Post below if you're watching live, and or if you watch later, ask a question or put a comment. Okay, so very often what I know, I used to be a psychotherapist, and I say, don't be scared unless I'm trying to date you, and then, holy hell, you should be really scared. Bless my good boyfriend. But what I know from just knowing is very often there's what I call the conflicting intention. I want to lose weight. I want to get healthier. I want this. And then, oh, it might not be safe. Oh, you know what I mean? There's usually something that is glitching it up. Or sometimes people have the experience of like, losing a whole bunch and then gaining more, this up and down yo-yo thing. Have you ever had that, Natalie?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to start. I'm just going to show you the pendulum. If this is a yes, it will go back and forth. If it's a no, it goes this way. So I'm tuning in, and the question I have and I just speak as Natalie, and I say, it's safe for me to lose weight. What? It's getting a no. It's not. It's safe for me to have the healthy, vibrant, radiant body I desire. No. Okay. I have full permission to have a healthier body. No. I have full permission to release weight. No. Well, now we know why. Yeah. So FYI, if you're listening, ask yourself those questions. All right. So now I got to figure out what the heck. So I could ask her and I could say, what do you think it is? And it might be it. but I don't want to, it's like, go to a psychic. I don't want to like, I don't want to have, like, I want to just be in pure energy. Okay. So turning into the safety issue, this is yours. Okay. It's this life. Yes. It's a part. Yes. All right. So the reason I ask those questions, very often, it's not even our energy. It's not our belief system. It's not our stuff. And we carry it for other people, or we make decisions for other people, or perhaps you had a past life trauma, or you carried in some ancestral stuff. But Natalie, it's yours. Okay. And we'll find it, and then we're going to flip it. Okay. We're going to get an age. Hold on. Can I get an age? Yeah. Okay. Nope. I'm asking numbers in my head. Okay. Nope. Hold on one second. I got to start over. Okay, what happened when you were 15? Because there's something that happened there that is related to this. So just ask your unconscious. Just, what do you got?
My parents moved away from where we'd lived all our life.
Okay.
It was a massive thing. Like, it happened really quickly.
Yeah.
My dad had a falling out with his boss, and we packed up and moved within 4 days. So I'm not sure if that was quite traumatic for our family.
Yeah. Okay. So what happens is when I ask what age, I get guided to the specific year. So what happens is that even though you can just go, yeah, we moved, whatever, the 15-year-old you decided something about herself. There was some decision that got anchored and is still in place today. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to see her. So I want you to see the 15-year-old you. Now let me ask, did they explain it to you? And I'm not blaming your parents, but it was a life situation that kind of like threw you off, right? Did they explain, like, as an adult, when you look back at, let's run the movie of that happening, do you think that 15-year-old you understood the why and all that stuff? Like,
I don't know if I did.
Yeah, it feels, if you don't have a yes, it's a no, right? So if you see that 15-year-old, so just imagine, can you get it now? Like, can you get a picture of like, oh, there she is. That's what, just see her?
Yeah.
What do you think she decided about herself, about her life, about her potential, about being her full self in the world? Like what do you think as a result of that trauma? And I'm calling it a trauma because that's how you made it sound, right? What did she decide?
Maybe I just felt alone, like,
okay,
because like my parents moved and my dad went and worked away, and then they moved away from the whole town, like, and I stayed there in the town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was with my sister, but that's sort of when I went a bit off the rails in my life, like.
Right. Okay. Were you using food as comfort or food as like companionship, or let me ask, companionship, comfort, punishment? Ooh, were you punishing yourself with food?
Oh, maybe because I used to eat a lot of lollies, which I don't eat now. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. This is a crazy thought, but I'm just going to ask, tune into the 15-year-old. And so you guys, thank you for watching. I'm really glad you're here. And what I'm doing is I'm just tuning into what the heck happened. Because here's a beautiful, smart woman that for some reason cannot get this thing right. It's not because you haven't tried. It's not because you don't know. You know. But there's something in you that's like, putting the brakes on is like just stopping your progress. And unless you uncover the thread, it's almost impossible to get the results you want. So that's what this inquiry is, right? So we're at the age, okay, it's age 15, and I get that it's punishment. Did her, the little one that was you, did she think that it had something to do with her, the move?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Because I'm getting that she did. There's some, and I know 15 is old enough to understand. Oh, it's a job thing. She's not a little tiny kid, but there's some thing around. I'm hearing it. Yeah. Martha says she's absolutely beautiful. Her eyes are amazing. See, people are seeing you, baby. They're seeing your gorgeous reflection. Thank you, Martha. Okay, so there's something about this little one that it's like she took a hit. It's just like your self-esteem at that age, just ugh. So look at her and just literally ask, what did you decide about yourself? And don't be afraid of seeing it.
I don't know, Therese.
You're not getting it? Okay.
I can't get it, no.
Okay, now watch. It's safe for me to know. You're not even getting to know here. Isn't that interesting? Okay, go here. All right. So what's happening right now is Natalie is in resistance. Now that doesn't mean Natalie's going, screw you, Therese. I'm not gonna know. I'm resisting. Well, I know this is the unconscious piece. I'll tell you a story. As a therapist, and that meant I had to go to therapy a lot. And I remember this one time, my therapist was working on this concept with me. And again, I'm super smart, and I was a therapist. So she says this thing, and I go, I'm sorry. Say that again, please. And she says it again, and I just go, I don't, say that again, please. And she tells it again, and I'm like, yeah, I can't follow you. And what I realized in that moment is what I call the stupid wall happens. Not saying that you're stupid, but what I realized is when we get to the unconscious, sometimes it's like, oh, hell no, you don't get it, right? So it's like our unconscious, and you can see it with Natalie, because Natalie knows. I mean, I've worked with Natalie. Natalie's very quick in terms of the connections. And for her to go, yeah, I don't say anything. What I understand is that your unconscious is going, you don't get to know this piece. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, it's not something you're doing, but your unconscious is trying to protect you, right? Okay, so what I got to do, I don't go in with like my jackhammer, and I don't make her wrong, and I don't make anybody wrong. But if you just know, like, isn't that interesting? There's some unconscious resistance. So we back up, and we're going to go around it in a different way.
I just actually got something else come through to me, Therese, that also happened that year.
Go ahead.
My sister, my elder sister, you know how I said I was with my sister when they moved away?
Yeah.
My elder sister actually got her first boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
But it was a guy that I had liked first. And he chose her.
As I said, oh, there we go, baby.
Got it. Yeah, that's it, Therese. That's it.
Can y'all feel the heaviness of that? Feel so the family's left, the family unit split, this little girl's alone, and now she's doubly not chosen. So what did she decide about herself? Because she wasn't chosen. So just see her, and what decisions did she come up with? Whew, and I got goosebumps on this one. So
I think I just decided that I was not going to be good enough for anybody.
Right. Yeah. Ah, okay. That's it. So I just want to show you how strongly this is still affecting you. Why don't you take a guess how strongly this is affecting you? Percentage. Just guess how much pull this 15-year-old has on you. This I'm not good enough has on you. So just take a guess, Natalie. Tell me what you
think. I'd say 100%.
Okay. Let's see. More than 50, more than 60, more than 70, 65. Okay, so it's actually better than you think, but it's 65%. So that's a pretty big, like, no, you're not getting it. Nope. Okay, so what do we have to do here? Yeah. What do you know today? Can I ask how old you are?
45.
45. Okay, you're gorgeous. Look at that skin. Okay, what do you know today at 45 that you did not know 30 years ago? And I want you to take the 45-year-old and go to the 15-year-old, and you could like little hold her face and just go, oh, honey, oh. I know you think that. I know your belief is that you are not going to be good enough for anybody, but the truth is, so like just give her something. Just see what happens when you give her that. And tell me how that goes.
Well, as a 45-year-old, my conscious thoughts are it's absolutely not true, you know, like,
Okay, but
and I do like am married, very, you know, with a loving husband that adores me, and so it's not true.
so you say, but somebody chose you, a really good guy chose you, and then you had a boy, you have a beautiful, cool little son, and life's actually pretty good. So who cares about this schmuck? Don't even. I know you're hurt, but seriously, just don't even worry because it's gonna turn out really good in the end.
Yeah.
How's that feeling? How is that like when you say that to her, Natalie, does she kind of go, oh, maybe I'm not so bad?
Mm.
Is she willing to let it go?
Yeah, definitely.
Ask her if she's willing to stop punishing you by holding extra weight.
Yeah.
Ask her if she's even she can say no here. Is she willing to actually help you? Because you know this stuff. Is she willing to help you make the better choices, be on track? She doesn't have to. Again, she can just go do whatever 15s do, or she could kind of integrate with you and just go, "Hey, go eat an apple, not that lolly or whatever it is, right?" So, does she want to help you?
Yeah, she does.
Nice. Okay. Watch. It's safe to have radiant health. It's safe to release the weight I want. I have total permission. This is, wait, hold on a second. What's the next question? I had another question. This is complete? No. Okay. Okay, so it's still processing. So let me see how many days it's going to take. It's going to take 1 day. Okay, later today. How many hours? 5 more hours. Okay, so whatever time it is now, add 5 hours.
All right.
Okay. And now so look at the clock in your mind. It's 5 hours. Put yourself there.
Yeah.
This is complete. Woohoo! How does it feel for you?
It feels a lot lighter. Like,
yeah,
I really didn't realize that, like, in my conscious mind. Like,
most people don't.
Yeah.
Most people don't. And you notice when it feels lighter, that's what you're going for. You're going to be lighter, right? But you were carrying the heaviness, and there was an element of self-hatred or self-punishment. I'm not worthy enough. I don't deserve. I shouldn't have. And so now that's gone. So Natalie, fast forward. So pick a number in your head. I mean, it could be 10 pounds or 20 or whatever you want to lose. Just and reasonable, like, right? What would be a next reasonable goal for you? Just tell me the number you want to lose.
So we're in kilos here.
Oh no! Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Just tell me the number. It's okay. I can't make the translation in my head, but just tell me the number.
Well, it'll be 15 kilos.
15 kilos. Okay, watch. Safe to release that. Total permission. Absolutely done. Something's blocking it. No. Now, before this conversation, safe to release it. No. Yeah. So as a result of shifting the energy, now there's a permission. Now there's I get to do this. Yeah. So tell me how this is going to change things for you.
I think it will just give me more confidence in my life, like, and in myself, like, to know that, you know, I can actually do this. Absolutely. You've done so much work already that this was one of those unconscious things that you had no idea was lurking in there, so you never would have found it, right? And so now it's going to change things for you. So is there anything else you want to say about releasing weight, about your journey? Well, I wanted to let people know that I'm actually a health and wellness coach. And so for me, it's been a bit of a struggle. I help women overcome anxiety and overwhelm. Basically women with kids that are trying to juggle careers and marriages and friendships and everything that life throws at them. And they're just not coping with it. You know, the anxiety is just, you know, overcoming them. So it's not necessarily been weight that I've been working with people on, but I just wanted people to know about this because I think life is more than just a number on a scale. You know, like it's about your happiness and your well-being, and that's why I became a health and wellness coach, was even though I have had these struggles, because I'm still human, even though I am a coach, I'm still human. So first and foremost, I'm human. And that's why I wanted to do this today with you, Therese, was because I want women to realise that they don't need to stay stuck. Like, they don't need to stay in that spot where they are. And irrespective of whether they've been there for 5 years, 10 years, 25 years, you know, it doesn't matter, like, how long.
Right.
You can be free of these things that are holding you back. And you can get on with living a life that you really, really love. And so that's why I wanted to do this today, because I wanted to show women that it is possible and that they should continue to find things that serve them best.
That's awesome. And, you know, I love that you brought that up, because we have these little things in our head, the shame voices that say, oh, you're a health and wellness coach and you can't lose weight. Yeah, right. Like, you're going to not, you know, like for me, I was a business coach and a money coach, and I went through bankruptcy, right? And so we have those things that it's like the gremlins are like, and so for you to just go, I'm a health and wellness coach, and, you know, I'm not a fitness model. I'm not trying to be a fitness model. And I, you know, I can drop 15 kilos, but, you know, so to not talk yourself out of the magic that you have and the work you can do is really, that's a lot of work, right? Because sometimes we look at what, it's like those little parts of a scan for what's wrong to show us, yeah, see, nobody's going to believe you. And actually, there might be people, Natalie, because you have this, like, and I'm not perfect, you know, I've got this doing really well, and yeah, I got some extra weight. Maybe people are going to be like, you're the person I want to work with. You're not going to be like a freak, and you don't have to look at you and go, oh my God, your abs, I'll never get those. You know what I mean? You're like a normal woman. And so I love that you outed that part about yourself and a little concern there. And I love now that we have you resonating with this new goal, 15 kilos. So
yes.
How are you feeling? You literally are glowing now. I don't know if you noticed.
Good. I feel really good. Yeah. I feel like, I feel free.
I love this. I love this. Okay. So I think we did it. So I will, you know, if you watch this, any comments, questions, feedback, and feel free, you know, follow Natalie on Facebook. You got, her name is right here. You can find her. And, you know, if you want, oh my gosh, Natalie's glowing, which demonstrates vitality and health and wellness. Thank you so much for that, Linda. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. So I always want to show when we are carrying energies that suppress us, when we carry energies that are like, oh, it's not safe. You don't have permission. Who do you think you are? You're not enough. You can feel it and you get results like that, right? And we can lift that because Natalie knows what to do. I'm going to trust the wisdom in Natalie. She knows exactly what to do. And so tell me how it's going to be. So imagine I talk to you in a month or 6 weeks or whatever, and I say, how's it going? So speak like, just go, ever since our call, like speak first person, 6 weeks out, ever since our call.
Ever since our call, I've been very committed to my own personal health and self-care and well-being. I have lost 5 kilos and I'm well on my way to enjoying the life that I really want to live.
Can you all feel the difference? Like, holy hell. Like, I'm just tingling here. Like, that's believable. So Natalie being that, so that's embodied right here. This is Natalie being a really embodied woman. There's no doubt. And I have to tell you, this is really funny. So we talk, when I do these things, we talk ahead of time just to go, hello, are you ready? We're going to record. And I had asked Natalie a couple questions beforehand, and she just would be like, yeah, I guess I could do that. And I'm like, no. So I have a contrast of Natalie not embodied with something versus like, oh yeah, right? And so this, Natalie's demonstrating fully embodied. So Tree of life behind me. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. We're getting great comments. And thank you so much. I love all the comments coming in. Here's what I want to ask. If anybody wants to apply for one of these, I'm booking. I'm doing a few of these a week. I'm having so much fun doing these. It's pretty fun for you, right, Natalie? You get a clearing. I get to teach. Good.
Right. It's great. Everybody should do it. I'm sorry if you're getting inundated now.
I love it. I like to do all these. So if you want to do that, just reach out, message me. And Susan, Linda, Mag, I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to say your name. Who else is with us? Linda, Martha. Oh, my loves are watching. Thank you so much. So peace, blessings, and I hope this has inspired you. Like, let me know what your takeaways are. Mostly, I want you to know there's hope. I want you to know you don't have to be a victim to how it's always been. You don't have to be a victim to your history or to trauma or other people's stuff. I could get you free of that, right? My whole thing is like unleash the you that is in there. And so, Natalie, you feel unleashed?
I feel unleashed.
Okay, perfect. Blessings. So glad you watched. Take care. Bye now.
Thanks,